from San Francisco, California. This is the Rock and Roll Geek Show. This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name is Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Thursday, August 1st, 2024, and this is day one of the Dog Days of Podcasting. I'm in Blackpool, England, and it is almost the end of the day here. I'm at the Imperial Hotel. I almost didn't do a podcast because it was so busy today. Today was a crazy day. We played the Rebellion Festival. Our set time was about 6 p.m., 5:55 p.m. in the Empress Ballroom, which is a big. So the Rebellion Festival has like how many stages are at the Rebellion? I'm here with Scotty and Mark. Scotty Slam, the drummer. Say hey, Scotty Slam.
Hey, Scotty Slam.
How many places are in
there's
stages?
There's one giant room. There's one big room where I just saw the dwarves play.
That's bigger than our room?
No, it's close, but it doesn't have both sides around the top. Which then there's like a small little punk rock kind of club room. Then there's a literary room.
That's where Manitoba was.
Right, and then there was a couple of there was one other room that was on the other side.
So
but they're all like
six
packed.
stages.
Yeah, and people are going from room to room, and they
Thousands of people at this place.
Yeah, and they give you like 30 minutes in between bands, so that gives you 30 minutes to go somewhere else really quick, and then get back. You know what I mean? So
every punk rocker, every senior citizen punk rocker in the UK must be in Blackpool this weekend.
It's like punk rock city.
I have never seen so many punk rockers in one place in my entire life. Mohawks, 70-year-old men. I'm not probably
a lot
70,
of them. You know what they call it? Have you ever seen Pee-wee's Big Adventure? And they have the guy called Amazing Larry, and he's like Pee-wee's describing why his bike's stolen. He's like, "This is a picture of me. What's missing? My bike." And then he goes, "Is there something funny, Amazing Larry?" And he turned around, it's this like old man with a giant red mohawk, and there's a whole bunch of Amazing Larrys in there.
I've never seen so many Mohawks on senior citizens in my entire life.
Very colorful, man. Lots of killer Mohawks.
Everybody seems to be in good spirits. I didn't see one fight.
No.
This is punk rock. I mean like UK subs, Mohawks everywhere. It was hilarious, but it's a good. I don't want to say vibe because it's a douchey word, but it was a good vibe.
Yeah.
So Manitoba had his he was on the literary stage at 3:00. Scotty volunteered to be Richard's handler, Manitoba's handler. Something happened. I ended up being Manitoba's handler. Thanks a lot, Scott. I appreciate it, friend.
I'm sorry, man. I ducked out of that perfectly.
So Alex made me this video. I'm going to make you a video, tell you how to get to the literary stage. He recorded the video in reverse.
Oh, so start staring left. I get it.
But this is where you're going to come in. But no, we came in the back way. So I had no idea how to get. I got Richard to the literary stage 5 minutes before he's supposed to go on stage. I was shitting my pants. So I found a runner, I don't know what you call him, somebody who worked there. She said, "Oh, I'll get you to the literary stage, no problem. It'll take us 5 minutes." It was Hello Cleveland. This girl did not know where she was going. We circled that venue. I said, "Didn't we come this way already?" She said, "I'm sorry, I went in the circle."
Yeah.
I was shitting bricks, but I got him there in time. His room was packed. And after he finished he was very charming. After he finished his thing on stage, his thing was like 30 minutes. And after he finished, all these people ran to the backstage to get stuff signed and get pictures taken with Manitoba. It really made him feel good. I could tell it just like made his day that he felt relevant.
Yeah.
So then, I had planned on recording this backstage, but then I had to run around. We had to get the stage because we were coming on pretty soon. I had to get the merch set up. Mark Bridges, friend of the show, was doing merch for us. I had to help him set up, and by the time I finished with that, I had 5 minutes to relax before we went on stage. My amp blew on stage. I didn't use my amp. I figured I would not plug in the Kemper, and they had 2 SVTs, one on each side. Well, the one I played blew. But it was still coming through the PA, so no one really could tell that it blew except for me and Craig, because Craig's on my side of the stage. The room was packed. I would say that room holds about maybe 3,000.
It's 3,200.
3,200. It was full. Everybody liked it. We were rocking out. And Manitoba was supposed to go. No stories, because we only have 37. We only have 40 minutes, and our set is 37 minutes long. We're gonna make it through all these songs. We're not gonna have to cut any songs out. So no problem. I'll just announce the songs, and we're gonna rock out all the way through. Well, that didn't go as planned. He told stories, and I tried to keep him going, and then he would turn around and flip me off and cuss me out in front of the crowd.
It was good at first. He got through the first couple, and then he got into a long story. And
Yeah,
that's long, but that's okay. We got one long
So
story.
then, and they go 5 minutes. 5 minutes comes, the 2 hit songs, Stay With Me and Who Will Save Rock and Roll. Then we had a final song, Who Will Kick Out the Jams. We thought, oh, there ain't no way we're going to get through Kick Out the Jams. So let's see if we can bang through these 2. We made it through. Made it through. Stay With Me. The crowd was going crazy. I said to Alex, as soon as Stay With Me's over, go right into Who Will Save Rock and Roll, because they're going to cut our set. Manitoba, I got a quick 20-second story. And I went up to him, no, we don't have time for stories. And he goes, fuck you. I'm telling the story. And so we started playing, and he heard Alex going of the beginning notes of Who Will Save Rock and Roll. He got pissed, threw his microphone down on the stage, walked off stage. We're still playing the song. So I said, fuck it, I'm singing lead. So we started playing. We're playing the song. I'm singing lead, jumping around, everybody, call Manitoba back on the stage. The crowd's going crazy. So he's standing on the side of the stage feeling like a dickhead. So he comes back on the stage and finishes the song. It was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. It was a little bit dangerous and very punk rock.
Yeah.
And Manitoba had a bunch of people at the merch booth. He sold a shitload of merch. I don't know if he sold a shitload, but he sold some merch. Had a lot of people getting pictures taken. A lot of people came up and said how much they enjoyed it. So then we come back to the hotel with our gear. And by then it's like, I don't know, 10 o'clock, something like that. So we go back. Our friends are in town, Patty and Tim. So we go to the pub where they are. I'm starving. Manitoba's starving. There's a chicken place next door to the pub. He didn't want to eat there. He was starving. He didn't want to eat there because it was greasy food. So we walk down to the Indian place. We sit down at the Indian place. Then Richard decides he doesn't want Indian. He wants to go back to the greasy chicken place. Oh, this guy. I love him. I love the guy. I can't help it. I love the guy. Most people would feel like punching him. That's why he's not in the Dictators, but I love the guy. So he walked back to the greasy chicken place. We stayed at the Indian place and had some Indian food. We got the mild or the medium spicy lamb vindaloo. And let me tell you something, that medium spicy lamb vindaloo, as soon as I get done with this, I'm going to go find the toilet and blast off, because that shit, it was not medium spicy. So now we are here. It's 11:36, and I'm finishing a Budweiser Czech lager. And Mark Bridges gave me was it a 12-pack? How much? 12er of Budweiser Czechoslovakian lager. It's not bad. I don't usually can't drink Budweiser. This is good. Take a sip.
It's like Budweiser with a little bit of style.
Yeah. Not bad. This is probably, I'm going to say probably the 10th beer of the day, maybe.
I was going off on the Guinness over at the place. They were giving me Guinness. I'm like, I'll take Guinness, keep drinking Guinness.
So I think the show was a success. I don't know if everybody else in the band does, but I think it was a success. I had a good time. We played in front of a lot of people. So we have an 8:30 a.m. lobby call tomorrow. So get up early, take a shower, maybe come down and have a cup of coffee and Had this 5-hour drive back to London to play the Underworld with the Queers and another band. What are they called? Sidekick?
Yeah.
That is in Sidekick is the guy who books Richard Manitoba, Handsome Dick. Is that right? Covert booking.
There's one other band too, some other local.
So we're playing that tomorrow. Pardon me, I'm burping this fine Budweiser Czech lager. We're doing that tomorrow, and maybe I'll record a show at the sound check tomorrow. We'll see. I'll try not to forget. All right, friends, thank you for listening. It's been quite a day. I'm exhausted. I only have to room with Craig. Scotty gets the room with Alex.
He looks mellow.
Mark gets his own room. If I had my own room, I would be unwinding all night. There were some hot girls there. Hot grannies and hot young girls.
Amazing Larrys.
Some amazing Larrys and some... we met the guys in Sham 69. They're staying at this place. They seem to be cool dudes.
The Queers are great tonight. They're in the other big room.
Queers. We're playing with the
Dwarfs kicked. Nick Oliveri, Queens was on bass. They were great.
Yeah, Blag lives in San Francisco or Oakland somewhere.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
So that's it from Blackpool, England. By the way, the girl who works the counter here at the Imperial Hotel, she's quite the looker too. I'm sure she got hit on by lots of old punk rock dudes. But the Sham 69 guys are staying at this hotel. They were cool. And it's like almost all original members, 3 original members. And they knew Manitoba. So Richard had a good time because he was recognized by many people.
One quick Manitoba story.
Go ahead.
After everything was done, we went to catering after our show,
Yeah.
about a half hour after the show. And Manitoba goes over to get something to eat, and he just grabs the entire salad bowl and the tongs.
Yeah.
And he takes it and he just grabs it and goes back to his seat with it. And
Did
just
he get
starts
caught?
eating like out of a giant bowl.
Yeah,
and he's sitting down at some table that was full almost with all these strangers from other bands. And he's just sitting there eating his bowl. And then I go to get my food. And I go, yeah, I want some rice and some, beans and stuff, whatever, typical stuff. And then I'm going, where's the salad thongs? And the guy's looking around. He goes, I don't know. Maybe some asshole stole them. I'm looking on Manitoba and he's eating with the thongs, I guess. Yeah, and I'm like going, man, he's a savage. No plate. There's plates everywhere around there. He takes the whole bowl.
It is never a dull moment being on tour with Handsome Dick Manitoba, but I have to say there's no place I'd rather be right now. So thank you for listening, friends. Thank you, Scott, for the stories. Thank you, Mark Bridges, for working merch and driving us back and forth. Mark's been a stand-up guy, keeping the streak alive for Rock and Roll Geek Show friends. You got a place to stay anytime you want in San Francisco.
Thank you.
Or you can come up to the mountains and crash at my house, too.
That's fantastic. Thanks.
All right, friends. I'm going to close out with I'm going to keep them with the English theme. This is English Rose from Motorhead. You know how to reach me, rockandrollgeek.com. Please keep the donations coming because I'm going broke in the UK fast. All right, friends. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
I've been waiting for you for hours, babe, and you're still laying here. Waiting, hanging on the phone. It feels like 100 years. You always keep me hanging on, driving me crazy all the time. But when it comes down to fooling around, you're the one that rings my chimes. Come on now, honey, spend my money, take me around the world. All this time, out of my mind, a really nasty girl, English Rose.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.